The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows across the vast expanse of the desert. Dr. Emily Carter, a young archaeologist, brushed the sweat from her brow as she knelt in the sand. She had spent weeks digging in this desolate place, driven by the promise of discovery. The locals had warned her to leave the site alone, speaking in hushed tones about a relic that brought only misfortune. But Emily was undeterred. She was on the brink of uncovering something monumental. With a sudden clink, her trowel struck something hard. Heart racing, she cleared away the sand, revealing a beautifully ornate box, its surface covered in intricate carvings. As she pried it open, a chill swept through the air, and she felt an inexplicable pull toward the object inside, an obsidian idol shaped like a twisted figure with hollow eyes. Ignoring the locals' warnings, Emily packed the relic carefully, convinced it would be the centerpiece of her upcoming exhibition. She returned to her hometown, excitement bubbling within her, but upon entering her apartment, a sense of foreboding settled over her. That night, as Emily lay in bed with the idol resting on her desk, a whispering voice jolted her awake. It grew louder, more insistent. "Release me," it beckoned, sending shivers down her spine. The room was empty, save for the idol that seemed to pulse with dark energy. The next day, her best friend Sarah visited. As they chatted over coffee, Emily noticed Sarah's eyes flicker toward the idol. "What's that?" Sarah asked. Emily hesitated, recalling the warnings. "Just a relic I found," she said. But when Sarah reached to touch it, a sharp pain shot through Emily's chest, and she gasped. "Emily? Are you okay?" Sarah asked, concern lacing her voice, but Emily couldn't respond. The idol glowed faintly, revealing images of a long-forgotten ritual, a sacrifice to appease the spirit within the relic. Panic surged through her. She shouted, "Don't touch it!" but it was too late. Over the following days, strange occurrences plagued Emily's life. Shadows danced at the corners of her vision, and whispers filled the night. Sarah became withdrawn, her laughter replaced by silence. One evening, Emily found Sarah staring blankly at the idol, tears streaming down her face. "It wants something, doesn't it?" Sarah whispered, trembling. Desperate for answers, Emily turned to ancient texts at the university library, uncovering the idol's dark history. It was said to belong to a cult worshipping a vengeful deity, demanding blood sacrifices to maintain its power. The relic had been buried to contain its wrath, but Emily had unleashed it. As the days passed, the atmosphere grew heavier. Emily's nightmares intensified, filled with images of the idol and blood-soaked rituals. She could feel the spirit's hunger, its desire for a sacrifice. It was only a matter of time before it claimed one. One stormy night, Emily awoke to find Sarah missing. Panic surged as she searched the apartment, calling her name. Then she heard a soft, melodic humming from the direction of the idol. Rushing to her desk, she found Sarah entranced, swaying gently as if in a trance. "Sarah!" Emily cried, but her friend didn't respond. The idol pulsed with eerie light, and Emily felt a force pulling her closer. "Fight it!" she shouted, but her words seemed to dissolve in the air. The spirit revealed itself, a shadowy figure with hollow eyes and a twisted grin. "You have awakened me," it hissed. "A sacrifice must be made. Your friend will do nicely." "No!" Emily screamed, lunging toward Sarah, but the spirit's power held her back. In desperation, she grabbed the idol, feeling its cold surface against her skin. "I won't let you take her," she shouted. The spirit laughed, chilling Emily to the core. "You cannot break the curse. You are bound to me." But Emily refused to give in. Drawing strength from ancient knowledge, she began to chant a ritual meant to contain the spirit. The air crackled with energy as shadows twisted and writhed around her. The spirit roared in fury, but Emily pressed on, her heart racing. With a final incantation, she hurled the idol against the wall, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. A deafening silence followed, and the shadows receded, leaving Emily breathless. She turned to Sarah, who blinked as if waking from a deep sleep. "Emily? What happened?" she asked, confusion in her eyes. Relief washed over Emily, but the victory was bittersweet. The relic's dark energy lingered, reminding her of the horrors faced. "We need to get out of here," she said, her voice shaky. "We need to leave this place behind." As they stepped into the cool night air, the weight of the relic's curse lifted, but Emily knew they would never truly escape its grasp. The desert held many secrets, some better left buried. The idol may have been destroyed, but the darkness it unleashed would haunt her dreams. As they drove away, a whisper echoed in the wind, a chilling reminder that some relics are better left untouched. You cannot escape me, it hissed, fading into the night, leaving Emily with a lingering dread that the past was never truly gone.